I'm sick and tired of Poland being used as a Jewish punching bag unfairly. Recently, an Israeli educator, writer, social media guy named Hen Mazik, someone who I follow. I like to see what he has to say. He's very Zionist, very pro-Israel, yet at the same time has been critical of Netanyahu's government recently, which I've really appreciated, particularly coming from him. He recently was commenting on someone telling him to go back to Poland. And his response was, when the Jews went back to Poland after the war, they were beaten, they were maimed, and they were murdered. Yes, there is a part of the story where that is true, but there's also a whole other part of the story where a lot of Jews returned to Poland after the war and they began rebuilding Jewish life. In fact, near Wrocław in Silesia, there was a whole community of over 100,000 Jews rebuilding Jewish life, synagogues, schools, everything. This was after the war. What Hen Mazik said leaves his audience with this belief that post-war Poland was only awful for the Jewish people. And that is not the case. Yes, Jews did end up leaving after the formation of the State of Israel and after the communist government began nationalizing property, which wasn't good for the Jews. And then later on, the expulsion of Jews in the late 50s and late 60s as a result of anti-Semitic campaigns in Poland. But what Mazik was saying simply leaves the audience with a very black and white notion that Poles were so anti-Semitic after the war that they were trying to murder Jews returning to try and take their homes. That is not the full story. As an educator, your responsibility is to be informed and to educate with nuance, with complexity. There's a lot of positive Jewish energy in Poland right now, and releasing statements like this negatively impacts the work of Jewish community here in Poland. And as a Jewish person, you owe Jews and non-Jews in Poland better than this. Do better.